In order for your organization to implement a successful leadership onboarding process, it's critical to build the business case and communicate it to all the key stakeholders. This presentation will provide an outline for building your business case that includes a definition of onboarding, some supporting statistics, and common objectives that organizations have for their processes. We have also provided a best practice solution template, which we will review near the end of the presentation. It's important that we have a common starting point for defining leadership onboarding. As I'm sure that you experience, onboarding is a term that has many definitions. We have found this definition in particular to best fit the needs of organizations and new leaders. Leadership onboarding is defined as a process that positions an organization's new leaders with its vision, strategies, goals, and culture. Success results from partnership of the new leaders, their managers, and their HR partners. Why new leaders need an onboarding process? The war for talent. Even in a down economy, finding and hiring the right and the best talent for your leadership roles is still a challenge. Data supports this trend will continue. The cost of turnover can be up to 10 times the annual salary of these leaders, and many new leaders are expected to work wonders and do it very quickly, and it's their nature and tendency of many successful leaders to do so. These expectations and behaviors that can accompany them set the new leader up for missteps and derailment that can lead to failure. And failure is defined as not meeting expectations, being pushed aside, leaving the organization, or being asked to leave the organization. The scary statistics continue to be validated. Nearly 1 in 3, 30% of new leaders hired from the outside organization are evaluated as underperforming after 2 years on the job. 21% of executives who make internal transfers do not succeed by the 2-year mark. It's important to remember to consider including internal transfers or promotions in your audience for a leadership onboarding process. This group is also at risk, and many assumptions are made by both the leader and the organization. This slide represents the most common objectives of the leadership onboarding programs. First, to provide new leaders with the knowledge needed to understand the organization and his and her role, to shorten the learning curve, to enable new leaders to perform to their potential, and to increase engagement and retention. It is critical for each organization to clearly define the objectives specific to itself, and objectives set the direction and allow you to measure success. So what goes wrong? Both the new leader and the organization play a role when things go poorly. On the right side of the slide, you can see what the organization contributes. Sometimes selection errors, unrealistic expectations, impatience for results, failure to give corrective feedback, or little or no help. On the left side, the candidate comes in with a good and a bright track record, maybe well adapted for other cultures, but not this new organization. May not know or understand the business or share its values, don't really understand how the system works, and doesn't know any of the key players. You can see that that is a recipe for derailment. There are assumptions made. The organization says, we hired a smart person, she should be able to figure it out, and the new leader thinks, I am a smart woman and I need to prove myself and make my mark as soon as possible. I'm sure that you've heard and maybe even said these comments before. The selection process that most leaders experience reinforces these statements. Leaders are sought after for their previous success and behaviors. We tell them that we want them to do the same thing for us and do it quickly. Common mistakes are made on both sides. The hiring managers don't provide feedback, expect the new leader to manage his or her own process, and does not provide role clarity. The new leaders often don't respect the culture, try to do too much too soon, and experience no orientation. Based on these assumptions, these behaviors can set up the new leader for derailment. So what do senior leaders need? Now that we've outlined why new leaders need a unique onboarding support to be successful, let's talk about what they need. Critical knowledge about the organization, about the business unit, department function, and role. Building key relationships, and receiving timely feedback. This best practice leadership onboarding model illustrates the benefits of using a holistic approach to leadership onboarding. Individual approach relies on the new leader to learn, build relationships, and manage his or her own performance, himself or herself. The organizational approach positions the organization to provide support and resources that helps the new leader succeed. The holistic approach combines the two in delivering the best result. Our onboarding process is based on this holistic approach. In summary, the outcomes of a solid leadership onboarding process are captured on this slide. The leadership onboarding process includes a consistent yet customized approach, creates a level playing field for all new leaders, increases the speed of performance of new leaders by 17 to 25%, puts the focus on three critical onboarding components of building knowledge, creating key relationships, and receiving timely feedback. Defines specific roles for key participants, including the hiring manager, new leader, and HR partner. Also captures and delivers the current cultural environment, both informal and formal, preventing costly missteps. Lastly, this model illustrates the importance of building your business case and objectives in alignment with the organizational objectives as well as your talent management objectives. Without this alignment, your leadership onboarding process will not have the impact nor the staying power of one that is built this way. We are experts in the area of leadership onboarding and work with clients in a variety of ways to help address leadership onboarding challenges. Our experienced consultants understand how to customize best practices for the best onboarding solutions for each unique organization. Our resources, tools, and technology build leadership onboarding processes that drive results, accountability, and measure impact. If you'd like more information about building your business case, please contact us. Our information is available on this slide, and we'd be happy to speak with you about your onboarding solution.